All right, so a little side note here is that for this particular video, I've changed from my original instructions, what I usually use for my students. And the reason why, Yana and I had a discussion about this, and let's say for your math that you're going in your maybe your classes or someone you're going to use this with, maybe you want to be looking at, a possible discussion point would be the amount of paper you need to make this. So we discussed how for the triangles, it might be convenient to make them lengths of 6 because then it's just a matter of understanding that, okay, well, if it's a length of 6 for a three-sided shape, if we say the number of sides is n, then the amount of paper needed is a length of 2n. Okay, but in reality, when I do these models just for my own hobby, I can actually get by with less. In fact, for triangles, I usually do 4.5 because it's the minimum amount of paper that I need to get a triangle. And I have to do 4.5 because if I only do 4, let me use this, even though this is a connector, if I only do 4, then what happens here is this, when it's connected, has a tendency to pull apart right here. But if I do 4.5, with that little extra half, I don't have that issue. It doesn't try to pull apart on me. The reason why I do the half is so that this edge is completely hidden by the connectors later on and doesn't peek out at all. It's a minor thing, but for me, I just like to do that. And plus, again, it just saves on paper a little bit. And for the amounts of paper my models use, the more I can save, the better. All right, but that's just a little side note. So if you're just doing this as a hobby, you can actually get by with a connector of a triangle of 4.5. But if you're doing it and mathematically you're going to be looking at things, it might make more sense to take whatever the shape is that you're building, like a triangle, and if that's n, then making the length 2n. That way the mathematics might be more clean and it might be easier to have a discussion around it. Anyways, let's move on to the other video.